Hello everyone and welcome to my BTG CBS update channel. Nicole, thanks for coming, Ted started, his voice low as he fiddled with the napkin in front of him. She nodded, sipping her latte, waiting for him to get to the point. This isn't easy for me to say. I debated whether to tell you at all, but you deserve to know. She arched an eyebrow, her psychiatrist's instinct kicking in, reading the tension in his shoulders. Know what, Ted? Spit it out. He exhaled sharply, leaning forward. It's about your father. Vernon. He paused, as if the name itself was heavy. Leslie told me something. She's convinced. She's seen things that make her believe he's having an affair. Nicole froze, her cup halfway to her lips. She set it down carefully, too carefully, as if any sudden movement might shatter the moment. An affair? My father. Ted, that's ridiculous. Dad and Mom have been together forever. They're the epitome of solid. I know, Ted said quickly, raising his hands. I thought the same thing at first. But Leslie's been watching. She says she's seen him sneaking off, meeting someone in secret. And it's not just anyone. Nicole's heart pounded. She leaned in, her voice a whisper. Who? Sharon. Sharon Winger. From Mom's old singing group, the Articulates. The name hit her like a slap. Sharon, one of Anita's closest friends, a woman who'd been like an aunt to Nicole growing up, singing at family gatherings, sharing laughs over holidays. Sharon? No, absolutely not. Ted, Leslie is mistaken. She's probably stirring trouble because of everything that happened with us. Ted shook his head. I wish it was that simple. Leslie swears she's seen them together, looking too cozy, too secretive. Vernon being a little too jolly lately, as she put it. I didn't want to believe it either, but Nicole, I thought you should hear it from me before it blows up. She stared at him, disbelief warring with a creeping doubt. Her father, the former senator, the pillar of the community, cheating on her mother? With Sharon? It didn't compute. I can't process this. Dad wouldn't. He adores Mom. And Sharon? She's family. I'm sorry, Ted murmured, reaching across the table as if to touch her hand, then thinking better of it. I just couldn't keep it from you. Nicole pulled back, her mind racing. She needed air, needed to think. I have to go, she said abruptly, standing. Thanks for telling me. Or whatever this is. She left him there, the holiday cheer around her feeling mockingly bright as she stepped out into the crisp December air. Across town, in the grand living room of the Dupree mansion, adorned with a towering Christmas tree that sparkled with ornaments collected over decades, Anita sat on the plush sofa beside Vernon. The fire crackled in the hearth, casting warm glows on the family photos lining the mantel. Pictures of Nicole and Danny as girls, grandkids laughing at past holidays. But the atmosphere was anything but festive. Anita had asked Vernon to sit, said they needed to talk, and now the words she'd rehearsed 100 times felt stuck in her throat. Vernon, she began softly, taking his hand in hers. He looked at her with that gentle concern he always had, the one that had carried them through so many years. There's something I have to tell you. Something the doctor confirmed. He squeezed her hand. Whatever it is, Anita, we'll face it together. You know that. She nodded, tears welling despite her resolve to stay strong. It's cancer. Triple-negative breast cancer. The color drained from his face. Cancer? He repeated, the word barely audible, as if saying it louder would make it more real. Yes, she said, her voice steady even as her heart broke. Aggressive but treatable. I've been processing it alone for a bit, but I can't anymore. I need you. Vernon pulled her into his arms, holding her tightly as the shock settled over him like a heavy blanket. Oh, Anita, my love. How long have you known? Not long. The biopsy results came back recently. I've been scared, Vernon. Terrified. But hearing it out loud, it makes it real. He rocked her gently, his own eyes glistening. We'll fight this. The best doctors, whatever it takes. You're the strongest woman I know. She pulled back slightly, looking into his eyes. I want to see them all here, Vernon. Our children, our grandchildren, even their children one day. I want this Christmas to be full, joyful. I want to make memories that last in case. Don't say that, he interrupted fiercely. This isn't the end. Not for you, not for us. But the tears came then, for both of them, silent and shared. The conversation stretched on, plans for treatment, calls to the girls, but beneath it all, a profound rocking of their world. Anita's diagnosis hung over them, a shadow on what should have been the season of joy. Meanwhile, at the Hamilton home, tension crackled like static before a storm. Bill paced the elegant living room, the remnants of a half-eaten dinner on the table. Haley stood by the window, arms crossed, staring out at the gated community's manicured lawns dusted with early holiday lights. "Haley, wait," Bill called as she grabbed her coat from the hook by the door. "We need to talk about this." She whirled around, eyes flashing. "Talk? We've been talking, Bill. Or should I say arguing? About the same thing over and over." "It's not the same thing," he protested. "The Duprees are part of my past." "Yes, but Naomi and the kids are your ex-family," Haley cut in sharply. "Not anymore. I'm your family now. Me. This life we've built. But you keep letting them pull you back in with their drama, their needs." Bill sighed, running a hand over his face. "Naomi called about Isaiah. He's been struggling and Jacob thinks." "Isaiah?" Haley laughed bitterly. "See? Even him. How does he fit into our plans, Bill? The ones we've been making for the new year. For us." He stepped closer. "He's family too, in a way. Through Naomi." "No," she said firmly, slipping on her coat. "Your allegiance is here now. With me. Or is it not?" The question hung heavy. Bill opened his mouth, but no words came fast enough. Haley shook her head. Disappointment etched on her face. "That's what I thought." She stormed out, the door slamming behind her, leaving Bill alone with the echo of her words. As 2025 drew to a close, their marriage teetered. Haley's plans, whatever secret schemes she harbored for their future, suddenly uncertain. Isaiah's role in the web of family ties only complicated things further, a thread that could unravel everything. In a quieter corner of Fairmont Crest, at Vanessa's sleek modern home, Donnell sat on the edge of the couch, his young face a mask of confusion and hurt. He'd come home from Banneker University for the holidays, expecting warmth and normalcy, but Vanessa had insisted on this talk. Now, as she paced before him, gathering courage, he braced himself. "Mom, what's going on?" Donnell asked, his voice edged with worry. "You've been weird since I got here." Vanessa stopped, facing him directly. "Donnell, there's no easy way to say this. It's about your father. About Doug and me." He frowned. "Dad? But he's gone." "What about him?" "Our marriage," she said softly. "It wasn't what you thought. Toward the end, I was unhappy. Deeply. I'd fallen in love with someone else. Joey." Donald's eyes widened. "Joey? As in the guy you've been seeing now?" "Wait, before Dad died." She nodded, tears threatening. "Yes. I was planning to leave your father. I'd even taken off my ring on a trip. But then the accident. And everything changed." He stood up abruptly. "You were going to leave him? Leave us?" "No, not you and Deanna. Never you." "But the marriage was broken, Donnell. Doug had his secrets too, things I only learned later." Donnell shook his head, processing. "This is a lot. You cheated on Dad." "It was more complicated," Vanessa pleaded. "I mourned him, yes, but I'd already detached. I needed to be honest with you now because secrets destroyed so much." He paced now, piecing things together. The odd timelines, Joey's sudden prominence, whispers about Doug's death benefiting someone. Joey. He gained from Dad's death, didn't he? Insurance or something. Vanessa's face paled. "Donnell, don't go there." But the seed was planted. This confession meant to heal, only open doors to darker questions. Would Donnell dig deeper, uncover more than meets the eye? As the week wound down, with only one more episode before the holiday repeats, Fairmont Crest buzzed with unspoken tensions. Winterfest had come and gone in earlier days, its highs of celebration. Kiki Wyatt's soulful performance under the lights, families gathered in joy, contrasted sharply with the lows now surfacing. The drama simmered. Rumored affairs, devastating diagnoses, fractured marriages, buried truths unearthed. Nicole tossed that night, replaying Ted's words, wondering if she should confront her father or protect her mother longer. Anita and Vernon clung to each other, planning a family gathering that would force everything into the open. Haley drove aimlessly, her storming out leaving Bill questioning his loyalties, Isaiah's name lingering like a ghost. Vanessa watched Donnell retreat to his room, fearing the questions he might ask next. 'Tis the season indeed, but in this gated paradise, jolly facades cracked under the weight of revelations. Secrets long buried threatened to erupt, relationships hung by threads, and as Christmas approached, the residents of Fairmont Crest braced for what promised to get nasty. Confessions echoed, shocks reverberated, and the Duprees, at the heart of it all, faced a holiday season unlike any before, one that could redefine their legacy forever. The snow began to fall softly outside, blanketing the community in white, but inside hearts and homes, storms raged. Nicole reached for her phone, debating a call to Danny. Anita whispered prayers by the fire. Haley pulled over, tears streaming. Donnell stared at old family photos, piecing puzzles. And Vernon? He held Anita closer, vowing silently to weather whatever came. Cancer, rumors, all of it. But deep down he knew the truth about his meetings with Sharon was far more innocent than Leslie believed. A secret project tied to Anita's past joys. Yet how to reveal it without adding to the chaos? The days ahead promised more confrontations, more tears, more truths. Hang tight indeed, it was going to be a bumpy ride into the new year.